everyone, Raider Dashing Womble here. I hope everyone had a great few days. Actually, I haven't really done a whole lot for a few days. I did, I still need to do one from last week actually. I didn't actually get done, but anyway, I haven't done a whole lot for a few days, done a few short videos. So Tuesday, yeah, so hopefully everyone did well. Hopefully all the dashers out there did some dollars. Hopefully it was worthwhile you being out. I didn't get out till about, I tried to do a dash along the way, that was it. I was supposed to have started, I think, at 5 or 5:30. I was scheduled to start. Didn't actually get started then. I was got held up at home on a phone call, and anyway, so got out a little bit later. I think I could have made it, but there was no dash along the way. The flipping map was great. So instead of 5:30, I changed it to 6. But anyway, yeah, got out there. What was the offer that came in? Oh, the first offer that came in once I got to the delivery zone was at the new Panera Bread. They made a standalone building across the street, and they're, well, literally across the street from where their old place is. And they've been there a long time, I think, at that older place, the other place. Anyway, and this new place has got a drive-through, but we watched it going up and then putting it all together in it. But yeah, the first time we got in there, wasn't sure how to get in and out of there though. I think they need some signage for that. It was dark when we got there, and I think they need some lighting and all that on the entryway, etc. to that part. But anyway, got over there and parked in front of the building, and it seemed smaller inside. I mean, Mrs. Womble was like, well, this place seems a heck of a lot smaller than across the street. There was a lot more seating in the place across the road for sure. But you could clearly see, I could clearly see from the parking spot where you picked up from. That was pretty flipping obvious. There was someone in the drive-through I saw as we went in. But anyway, just walked in there. There was something on the shelf, even though it was in the wrong spot. But anyway, and I looked at it and went, yeah, that's mine. That was it. Picked it up, marked it as confirmed pickup on my way out the door, and it's very bright in there. You can certainly see your way around in there. Very, very bright. But definitely smaller on the seat, and I don't know how they're gonna do that. I mean, I don't say that I've often seen it filled up across the road, but I don't know how this new spot's going to work out. But it is a standalone building, and one good thing about this is that they're the only ones in that car park, and I think that there's going to be less traffic going through there as opposed from across the road, where they had traffic from. There's a ramen place there. There's a couple of fitness places across there. There's also a big Mexican restaurant there too, where cars just, shoot through there. They have no intention of stopping for most part. So it does get a bit busy over that one. But yeah, this new one, hopefully it works out for them. But anyway, yeah, so picked up from there, and he was paying $11.75, I think it was. I just had a quick look before I started doing this. By the way, it is 3:20 a.m. Anyway, I've got the engine running because it was a tad chilly. I went off and delivered this one. I saw it was a contactless one, it said. But when I got there, it said, you know, call the customer and like arrange where they want the thing left. Okay, so I called the customer, and the customer's like, I don't know why it tells you that. I've been trying to change that. I went, well, the wonders of modern technology, I suppose. And she just laughed. And she said, I'll just leave it on the doorstep. I went, okay, no problem. So did that and took the picture. I think it was only going like 5 miles. And that probably included me getting there, but I don't think I was all that far away from it at the time. I did take a picture of the acceptance screen. Been trying to be diligent at doing the acceptance screen, because it tells you all the information on that of what I see, what I'm due to be doing, etc. And then I follow it all the way through. But also tells me where I am and where I've got to go on the acceptance screen. So I've got a bit of a cough, but no, and when I hit confirm on that, I got back to the van, and it went from $11.75 to $14. Of course, all of what I've done is going to go up there, right? But anyway, did that one. That was real nice. Only a couple of steps involved, so I was well happy with that, because I had an accident a couple of days ago where I actually tripped on some steps and took a bit of a fall on that. I think that's probably where I've got my smashed nose and been bashed in the head too. But I was more concerned about my leg at the time. But anyway, so quite happy not to be going up and down steps at the minute. 2-minute steps, but you know, if I do get any, it's going to be a lot slower than the usual, and usually I'm slow anyway, so probably won't notice a whole lot of difference. Anyway, so came out of that house, dropped off there, and then another offer came in, and it was, I think the next one that came in was that. I know there was. I'm going to put them all along here, what I can remember. And the next one came in, I'm sure it was the next one, and it was for the Mint. Now, it wasn't a catering offer, it was actually 2 orders. But it turned out they were both going. I looked it up and I went, looks like they're both going to the same address. Well, I accepted it, went down to the Mint, and then when I hit that I was at the restaurant, it showed that there was 2 going to, both of them were going to the same place. And anyway, I had a bit of a wait at the Mint. They were still working it out. Like I said, it wasn't a catering order. When I was reading the instructions of what the customer left to do, it was going to a hotel. It said Blue Springs, but it wasn't. I mean, it's barely on the edge of Blue Springs. And so it was only like about 9 miles, but that included us getting there too. Getting to the restaurant. But anyway, we weren't all that far away from it. But no, so waited there, and I communicated with the customer. I'd written a thing, clicked on the thing where it said that I was waiting, and that went to DoorDash. There was an extra wait. I think I was in there about 10 minutes or so. and I communicated with the customer. I said, still waiting on your order, they're working on your order, I'll be with you as soon as I can. And they came back and said, yeah, no problem, we're fine with the wait on that. That was unusual. Okay, don't often get that. So I looked at the instructions, it said leave at the front desk. So I wrote back and I said, do you still want me to leave it at the front desk? Thought, it's unusual, right? Normally they would, because it said leave at the door and then it said leave at the front desk. So she wrote back and said, oh, it's okay, they were having a meeting down here, I'll take it there was a company. But anyway, and the front desk knew where they were, knew what it was all about. Well, by the time I got to the Vipian hotel, it's actually quite a nice hotel. We've done some deliveries, done a couple of deliveries here, and it's always been pretty darn good. The Drury Inn, it's actually an Independence, not Vipian, Blue Springs, but anyway, maybe it's just touches on Blue Springs there. Don't know, but it's right there on I-70 anyway. Very nice hotel. Bit upscale by the looks of it inside. First time I actually been in it, but anyway, I've got to the front desk and said, put him on the desk. He was finishing up dealing with someone. I said, here you go, mate. I said, these for whoever it was for. And he said, I said, they told me that you know what's going on, you know that I said there's a meeting down here or something, it's part of them. And he was like, well, I don't know. So much for the front desk bloody knowing. Anyhow, I texted the customer when I got there and said, or messaged the customer and said, I'm here. So hopefully they got up there and got it. But I took a picture because it was leave at the door and it said, you know, usual thing, when you leave it at the door you've got to take a picture, right? So I put the two bags, it was just two not very big bags, but anyway, put those on the counter and took a picture. First thing comes up, retake the picture. Why? Because it's too close, that's why. The picture's too bloody close. Well, I'm stood here and the bin bags are there. I can see both of the bags are in the bloody picture, for crying out loud. Anyhow, so I stepped back a little bit, take a flipping picture again. It's still too close, but it gave me the option of doing done. Done. I take a screenshot. Every time I take a picture with DoorDash's through the DoorDash system, I always take a screenshot, so I've got that, and that's the one that I put up on all of these. Because if DoorDash's system goes down, like it did this evening, then there's a cock up of some sort on the app, like it did this evening or yesterday evening, then at least I've got a copy and I can say, yeah, of course it was delivered, you idiots, here's the picture. But anyhow, that job turned out to be, well, it started out at 24 and that's exactly what it was. But it was two orders, two smaller bags. They weren't very big bags, and they were just going to the same address, so pretty easy flipping one. And the Mint's always easy to pick up from anyway, but I like going to the Mint. Very relaxed. But anyway, got that one done. Can't remember what came in after that. We didn't do a whole lot, but what I did was I can't have a look. What's the next one after that? Well, I forgot. We went off and got something to eat ourselves after that. We got back to town, back to Lee's Summit, and Mrs. Womble decided that it was a good idea to go get some dinner for us. It was about 7:30 or so, thereabouts. So went and got some dinner, and went to Jason's Deli. It was okay. I don't know, kind of on and off with Jason's Deli. But anyway, went there, had something to eat, and oh bloody hell. And yeah, so after that, got an offer, got back in. I was parked up just outside of Jason's Deli after we got through with dinner, moved away from there and parked just in that car park just a bit further down out the way. And after a little while, it took a little while, I think, for us to get another offer, decent offer, I mean, one that was paying enough. It turned out to be the Chipotle, the newer Chipotle, that has the drive-through in it on Blue Parkway. I haven't been to that once. I haven't even been to the Chipotle's very much. I used to go there quite often. The one over in the shopping centre, I used to go to that one. I used to have some people in there, like staff and that, are real good in that one. Well, they were. I mean, I can't say what they're like now. I'm sure they're okay, but... Well, I say that. But anyway. So anyway, I get down to this Chipotle, and it's not long before they got to close. I think they close at 10 o'clock. I think that's when they close at that one. Anyway, get there. Someone was just leaving out of there, and there was some younger kids or whatever, you know, just teenagers or whatever in there. And I'm in there to work, right? I'm going in there. I want to pick this flipping order up and get the bloody hell out of there and get on and deliver it. Well, I go in there, and the kid that was working behind the counter, well, this is clearly his friends. And, you know, they're just messing about. They're in the fucking way. And then I try to walk around one of them, and there's like this bloody counter thing or whatever in the middle. It's a divided wall between, I guess, so you can walk around it and give it a longer queue or whatever. And, but it's also got a part on it where you can just rest stuff in it. Well, anyway, dipstick kid, one of his flipping idiot friends, flipping, as I'm about to walk past him, steps back. So I nearly I end up into this wall. And clearly I'm peeved off. I'm like, mate, can you just get the bloody hell out of the way? You know, I mean, I've already had to mess about waiting for him because, being like, just get the hell out of the way. And the kid behind the flipping counter's like, oh man, it's not deep, it's not too deep. And, well, I weren't exactly flipping on my best game at that point because I'm peeved off with his idiot friends. I'm peeved off with him because he's too busy sodding about with him. And I said, just get me the food. Because I've already said I'm here for this. And he came out and he just threw the food, tossed the food in the bag, obviously on the counter, so that slid. It's like, oh, no, fuck off. Anyway, I'm not normally like that, but I mean, it just seems lately that these places are getting these flipping dipstick kids that just have no clue. Get on and work. You're there to work. Stop pissing about. Work. If you got your friends, I don't know what you're doing, you're giving them stuff or whatever at the end of the day, or you're just giving them stuff, you're not... There was a customer that had just come out of there, so how they got on, I don't know, but anyway. I just wanted to get in there, pick up the food, and get on out of there. I didn't want the attitude from the dipstick behind the counter, who should be working. But anyway, Sano got out of there and went off and delivered that. And that was a pretty strange one too. Got to that house, parked very oddly. I mean, the whoever was on the driveway had parked very oddly. And quite a nice house. Anyway, well, fairly nice house. Gets up there, there's stuff scattered everywhere. I guess they must have been working in the garden or on the car or something. There was a toolbox open as well. It was dark out. I mean, it was like 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, it's all very well lit there, which was real nice. Got out there, put it on the doorstep. Went and put it on this doorstep. And there's other stuff. There's Amazon boxes, I take it there, and some other boxes and a bag, and it's got Halloween gear and whatever on the porch. Can't knock them for that. Tipping, I was never that quick on getting all that stuff off anyway. But anyway, I don't do any of that decorating anymore. Since we used to do Halloween a lot, every year you used to go right into it, doing the Halloween stuff. Have friends over and that. We had a in the basement of the house, we had it all set up where there was all Halloween gear down there. It was all darkened out, and we had someone laying in a coffin down there, you know, makeshift coffin, not a real one. But and then they pop out every now and again when someone went by and that. But anyway, but yeah, we used to do it all the time. But we bought these inflatables one year, and we had all kids from all over the neighbourhood would come in and get all the sweets or whatever you call it, and some would come in and go for a walk or do a tour down in the back cave where everything was. But there's some idiot decided that they wanted to slash the inflatables. We only had a couple of them, and that was it really for us. We just never had never wanted to bother to do it again. So we had never done it. There's still stuff in the basement. That's part of the Halloween display. But it's got real cobwebs on it now. But anyway, yeah, so they had all that on there, and I tried to take a picture with the DoorDash thing, and it just wouldn't let me take a picture, and it just kept spinning, and then it came up, said there was an error. Shit. Tried it again, still flipping had a problem. So I ended up just taking an external picture on my phone. So at least I had that it was on the doorstep. Got back to the van, and was cursing the DoorDash app at that time. But anyway, and it came up again as error. Shit. And then it came up and said, okay, I was able to take a picture. Bloody brilliant. Not at the door now. But anyway, I took a picture of the front of the house, and it shows where the number was, house number was. And of course I had that picture externally on my phone. So if there was a problem, you know, I've always got it to fall back on. I don't know if there would be, but anyway, got off of there and got back to town. Waited around for a while. Moved up to Gus's near IHOP in that car park. Sat there for a bit. And then got an offer for pickup from Pizza Hut. And but it was Pizza Hut like 5 miles south of where we was. Like, really? But it was paying $12.50, I think it was, and it was going, I think, 11 miles. Well, we weren't doing anything, so Mrs. Womble said, might as well just go do it. Well, at least it was a DoorDash one. I mean, if it had been an Uber Eats, I would have gone, yeah, no. It's, if there had been a problem when we got to the restaurant, or to Pizza Hut. Guess you'd call it a restaurant. Anyway, then at least DoorDash would have at least given you a half pay for that. Whereas if I'd done it on Uber Eats and there'd been a problem, then you would have driven 5 miles or so for $3 and wasted the time. And who knows what else I would have given up in the meantime. Was there anything else? I highly doubt there was anything worth doing, because there wasn't a lot going on at that time. And it was quite early too. To say it was early, it was, I don't know, about flipping 11 o'clock or something, thereabouts. For me, that's early. But anyway, did that one. Got back to, I think we went back. And back to the IHOP car park, I believe. Sat around for a few minutes and I said, sod it, let's go. If something comes in, at least it can turn around. I'll just see how it goes. But Mrs. Womble's got dialysis this morning. I tend not to stay out so late the night before she goes to dialysis. And this way she's got some sleep time. And yeah, that's how that normally goes. But yeah, it's and then when we get home normally, and she'll go in there and watch the telly. She got all her programs or whatever. Dives under some blankets at the moment, as we still don't have a furnace. But anyway, it's a bit on the chilly side. But yeah, so and then I get to sit out here and catch up on some videos and other stuff that I'm doing, and eventually do one of these. Not that I've done too many, as I said, in the last few days, and I still got one from last week that I want to do about the body in the garden. Again. Yep, it's happened before. Strange things, people. It's just strange. Anyway, yeah, but other than that, not really a lot else going on as far as I can recall. Just plodding along. But I did go into Quick Trip on the way home. I tend not to go to the one on 291 because, well, it's just I don't want to put any money into that one. After that idiot kid flipping paid me off, I don't want to know. But anyway, I went to Quick Trip on Woodschapel. Just on with the best one in the area, actually. So go in there and have a pit stop in there. It was when we were on our way home, right? So I goes up to the ice machine, and the bloke that's working there, they tend to have people that work there quite a long time before they leave and go on elsewhere, I suppose. I don't know, whatever. Must ask this bloke that's still there. But anyway, he so goes up to the ice machine, and he's just rushed past me, and he says he comes back out the loo. He's about to go in it, and then sort of steps back, and he went, "Oh, was you going to get some ice?" I went, "Oh, yes. Is that a problem?" He went, No, he says, "I just wanted to make sure that if that was all you were getting, or did you need something else? Do you need me to wait on you or whatever? Basically, if he wanted me if I was going to buy something, he'd go back. But he was just going to the loo. So I said, no. I said, I'm fine. I'll just get the ice, mate. And then I said to him, hold on. I said, is there a problem with me getting the ice? He went, no. Why? He said, why'd you ask? He says, you come in here all the time. We know, because you get it free ice if you got your own cup. Free ice and water. And I bought the cup from him, obviously. I wonder what that's. Anyway, and I told him exactly what happened at the other one. Whereas the kid came out and chased me down because he thought I was stealing. He said, what? I said, yeah. So I told him exactly everything that happened, and he went, well, he didn't say bloody idiot, but he laughed at the person, basically, and shook his head. I said, I've got it all on dash cam. I said it was flipping hilarious. Oh, open up my finger now. Anyway. So, next, I suppose we'll be back out again tomorrow. Usual thing, every day we work, every day I'm out, depends how many hours. Being that Mrs. Womble would have done dialysis, then we'll tend to be out a bit longer on the days before the days that she doesn't go to dialysis, rather. So yeah, if that makes sense. The morning she doesn't have to get up to go to dialysis, the next morning, then we'll stay out a bit longer. And it's warmer in the bloody van anyway, so we're both flipping happy to be out in it. But anyway, that's it, I suppose. Looking to get some more things to try. I've got some other things that I'm looking at trying, and for apps wise, and we'll see how those goes. So as soon as those come into play, I'll let you all know. Anyway, I think that's it for now. I've rattled on enough. So, thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, then please hit the subscribe button. You know, it's all free. And hit the thumbs up as well if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't enjoy the video and you got this far, you know, send it to someone that you don't like, and maybe I can talk to them instead. Anyway, hope you did enjoy the video. Like I said, hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Hit the notification, the little bell icon too, and that way you'll get warned of when the new videos come out. So you can run and hide. But no, yeah. But thanks for watching. And hope you all have a wonderful week. Cheers. Ta-da. He dashes here, he dashes there. He dashes every bloody where. He dashes up, he dashes down. That dashing Womble gets all over town. Whoa!